Let me dive into this video because I actually
Yeah,
want to talk
this
about some stuff today.
this is ill, man.
Um, Let me see if I can get this up. So this is the news report. I'm gonna just play this really quickly in order to give some context for those of you that may not be familiar with what's going on out in these streets. This is basically what's happening over in Toronto.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox. And we do have some breaking news that we want to get to. This is some aerial footage of the house from Drake. This is the rapper Drake right there. This is his house in Toronto. There was a shooting that happened earlier outside Drake's Toronto home, and one person was injured in this. According to TMZ, sources confirm the injured person is a member of Drake's security team. Now, police have yet to say if they believe the shooting is related to the Kendrick Lamar feud. Drake and Kendrick Lamar have been feuding for quite some time, releasing diss tracks against one another. But again, police have revealed the victim suffered a gunshot wound to the upper chest, and it does appear to have been a drive-by attack. Also, there has been impact across the Atlantic. In London, someone reportedly vandalizing Drake's store, spray painting, quote, "They not like us" on the store's front window.
We can't hear you, Anton.
No, my bad. I said this is the shit that I don't like, man. Cause it's like fans aren't fans; they turn into stands. And people are literally out here vandalizing stores over a rap hip hop in which the people was saying that it was supposed to be kept on wax. And this is why I said that J. Cole was right. No matter how what you
Yeah,
say, no matter how much we play it, this is why I say J. Cole was right. Because J. Cole was like, you know what? I like my peace. I live drama free. I can ride my bike down the street without any kind of problems or whatever like that. And it never ever just stays on wax. It always goes outside of that shit. And people get too obsessive, man. They
And
get
see,
too
Anton,
obsessive, bro.
Anton, my whole sentiment with this is prime example. I'm pretty sure when Pac and all the different people was having their beefs way back then, everybody was hyping, going out, listen to the music, whatever. But then when people actually bodies start dropping, then it's hold on, it's not that serious. We shouldn't have been doing this, and
hmm
it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
hmm yeah.
So
I agree. J. Cole got out when he seen the shit coming, but I was telling people like Baca, he was making posts. He was making posts like it was about to be some real shit happening, and I think so. By J. Cole being on tour and being with them, he knew something. He heard something. He saw something. He was just like, "I'll just look crazy, but I'm out of here."
Yep.
And he did.
And I think he was
He
smart.
And I said that shit, man. Like something had to happen on the end of that tour that he saw. And he was just like, you know what? Because he took the song down. He didn't want to. He don't want no parts of it. He
You
don't want no
know,
parts of it, man.
I believe that this is one of the things that I hate about hip hop and I hate about rap, bro, because you just don't see this when people feud with any other genre of music, man. And no matter how much, and I called this shit. I said okay, and I said it. I said it way before this when J Cole first bowed out, and everybody and I was listening to Rory Mal. Rory Mal was like, "This is rap, man. It's just rap. Ain't nothing happening. It's just rap. It's never just rap. You don't get a bunch of dudes that all team up in order to try to take you down and say it's just rap. No, that shit is personal. And when you start to,
It's
man, listen,
always per.
all I know is
It's
if
always
anybody
personal.
ever gets hurt over whatever, whether it's Drake versus The Weeknd versus Drake versus Kendrick, whatever it is, when people start getting hurt and when it started being vandalism and the shit started spiraling out of control, everybody gonna wash their hands of it and say I ain't want nothing to do with it, or I didn't
Yep.
know, or any of this other shit. Yo, this culture, that's what makes it toxic, is because people cannot remove their own personal feelings and just take it for what it is. it's supposed to be just music, but it's not. It's always about a lifestyle. It get personal. It get dirty. Next thing you know, people's houses is getting. And I ain't got time for that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
this
this
shit
is
is horrible.
definitely I think this is definitely deeper than all of us actually like know. I think they're just scratching the surface. Um, so like one of the things that's been brought up is that was it the Weeknd's manager house got shot up a week ago, and
Yeah, I heard about that too. But I mean,
that
that
is
either way, again, it's stupid because most of the time it's not even the people that is in the beef; it's the people that's around you, and you can't control. All I know is J. Cole is the winner.
I don't know. I
I'm
think I
just
gotta
gonna
you gotta
leave
I
it
think you
there.
gotta hold I think you gotta hold I think you gotta hold yeah, J. Cole's the winner for us bowing out, but I think you gotta hold Drake accountable into the
Oh,
couple.
says the Kendrick fan.
No, no, I'm just like I'm being serious. Like it's not trying to be biased. I'm just saying, like everybody, the Baca guy, Chubbs, and everybody, like those people are actually in the street. They're actually in the street, and they're tying them to what actually happened to. Well, they're speculating, not tying, speculating that they're tying that to what happened to the Weekend's manager, and then that was what happened to his house is retaliation to what his camp did over in that direction.
First of all,
So
you speaking speculative because you can't prove anything, and so it's all hearsay. You got to be careful with that.
but all right. So I would say if I had any evidence in push-ups,
You got to say allegedly, bro.
all right. No, I'm not saying allegedly this because this is proven. In push-ups, the
What?
manager's name. No, no. Let me
Allegedly,
finish. Let me finish.
allegedly.
The manager's name is mentioned in two songs. Like I was wondering, like I was getting what things that actually pulled me away from Drake in the beef was that he wouldn't just talk about Kendrick. He was always talking about other people, and one of the other people that he was
What do
always
you mean,
constantly
man?
talking
Hold
about.
on, wait. Kendrick literally said, "I hope you die."
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, understood
No,
that.
no, 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 no. Keep the same energy across the board, bro. He said, "I hope you die." He started talking about his kid. He fucking talked about his mother, his father, his kid, and all of this shit. He not innocent in this shit. Like you can't just put it on one person, bro. If you gonna start dissecting lyrics, then you gonna have to look at it across the board. Yo, you
No, I
such a stand that you can't even look at it objectively both ways.
But all right, the point is, I don't think you're listening to it objectively because you actually listened to the point I was saying that he names this guy two times that the house that who actually got shot up, the
What does
guys
that
who
have to
house
do with anything? That's why I said that it gets dirty. It's never going. You missing the whole point that I'm saying. I'm
explains the
saying across the
retaliation.
board in hip hop in general, when it goes into a battle, it goes to hell because it's not just about lyrics anymore. It gets personal. And when you start naming children and you start naming wives and baby mamas and mothers and fathers and all of that shit, and you start wishing death on people, you can't control how people react to it.
But I'm saying there's difference between words and actions. What I'm saying there was an act. So there's no difference between words and action. There was an action taken against this guy's house who Drake is naming in his rap beefs, and then the same thing happens. Like this, what I'm saying is like everybody was saying we can do this
Oh,
rap
you
beef
got
and
to
keep
get
it
up
on
off your
wax.
knees, man.
No, but we're saying keep it on
You
wax
got
because
to
Drake
get up
didn't.
off your knees, bro. You got to stop, man. You got to get up off your knees, bro.
So I'm supposed to ignore. I'm supposed to ignore the lyrics
No,
that
you
I actually
supposed to
know.
keep it. You supposed to keep it G across the board.
Okay,
What I'm
Kendrick
saying is
does fill
that
in with some
you keep
words.
you keep
Kendrick.
trying to blame it on one person or another. I'm
Okay,
telling you that the culture turns toxic across the board when it starts to deep dive into beef and rap. It's never staying on wax. That's what I'm saying. The reason why I say that J. Cole is the winner is because it never just ends. Shit be forever.
Yeah.
People hate each other forever. If they see each other in the streets, it's a forever thing. Across the board, the whole culture turns toxic, and you don't see this in any other genre. I hate the fact, regardless of whether or not I think this person won or this person won, I hate the fact that we can't never ever just keep it music. It never just stays music, bro. So I'm not picking a side when we having this part of the conversation. Yes, I pick a side when I say who won the battle, But when I'm saying, as far as the actual records battle, but when it comes to the culture and people's houses getting shot up, I don't like that shit. I don't care about none of that. I don't like people suffering. And most of the time, it's never the people, the big artist that suffers the most. It's always the residual effects and the fallout because don't nobody give a fuck about a security guard. Nobody cares about a security guard. But that dude probably got a family. And the shit just be fucked up, man. The junk is always, it's just dumb, bro. Like I didn't like it when my man from the Migos died.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
I don't like none of that shit, bro.
That
I
was
hate it.
horrible.
I don't care how much I dislike a person. I would never wish death or jail on somebody, bro. Because these people be having families and people that depend on them. And the culture is just toxic in that way, bro. It's just always toxic, bro.
So I have a question on that. Is like, so
Let
would
me
you say
guess.
that we just need,
Drake, I got you. Go ahead.
would you say that we need that the rap beef and like the back and forth, everything that we've been entertained by this entire time shouldn't have happened?
Yes, that's exactly what I think should happen. And the only reason that I think that it shouldn't happen because I want it to. I want to see the lyrical warfare. I want to see who makes the best records. But the reason that I say that it shouldn't happen, and I'm not gonna not talk about it because that's what's, you know what I'm saying. That's what the conversation is about the culture right now. But I don't want it to happen because I know that it doesn't just stop on record. Somebody got to get shot. Somebody got to get hurt. Somebody got to die. Somebody got to go and do something to somebody. You know what was so interesting? You know what stopped? Well, this is my opinion, and Slimmy may have a different perspective or whatever. But you know what actually stopped the whole thing? Jay-Z felt like he went too far and that it was deep diving and it was delving into a dark space once he dropped Super
Yep.
Ugly. And
Yep, he did.
people forget that part because people will say, well, Jay and Nas, nobody got hurt during that. Jay readily admits that it was getting ugly and that he had to stop after he dropped that record super ugly and that he regretted it because it started deep diving into something way deeper.
Yeah, because Allen Iverson was about to get on his ass.
And it started going dark. And until he was like, you know what? Nah, I made a mistake. You know what? That should have never happened. It took some personal accountability for that to not go as far as it was going. And I just think that it always delves into that dark space.
Yep.
It get beyond that, bro. And then people start picking sides. I remember people picking sides in the East Coast, West Coast beef with Pac and Big. And then bodies start dropping and niggas act like they never pick sides. Shit is weird, bro.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't even matter about nothing. That the security guard, we don't even know what happened to this dude. Like, this shit is terrible. J. Cole did the right thing. Like, I said I was cool with it as long as it stayed on wax. That's just been my whole thing the whole time.
Yeah.
But but I knew once Drake said something about his wife, and then he comes back and he got all this other shit going on, then he starts saying the P word on record, it's up. Because
Yeah.
the one dude, Baca, that mofo was ready.
Yeah.
He was ready to do something. He was ready. And I know people had to talk him down. Because you got to also remember the dynamic of this. This ain't just like East Coast, West Coast beef. This is two countries battling now.
What if something happened to one of these dudes, bro? Like one of them died.
Oh man,
And God forbid anything happen. But would it
that
still
ain't it.
be would it still be
That ain't it. That ain't it.
But I think
No,
I think
no. Joe Biden's touchy hands. This is cap. Most rap beefs do not end peacefully. Fuck
they
no.
don't. They
Fuck
never do.
no.
They
That is
never do.
cap.
They never
Man,
do.
listen here, man. Just stop the bullshit. I've been at rap battles, local rap battles, where dudes I know they started a fucking riot over the rap battle.
Yeah.
They weren't even battling. They weren't even battling. They were there for two camps. I was in one of them. I had to stop, literally take chairs from people's hands, out of people's hands. They were tearing up this dude's establishment because somebody set a bar that they didn't like, and they ran and they walked past somebody and they bumped them. You can't tell me that this shit always end peacefully. The fuck they don't, man,
Yeah, I
motherfuckers.
think we just like to see bloodshed, bro. We don't give a fuck about the residual
Bruh,
about it, and I don't like that, bro. Honestly, I genuinely don't like that.
But I think
Lee,
this
man,
whole
how
discussion.
often does that happen? I done seen somebody. Okay, so that was one incident. I seen another where dudes got stabbed. They was right by me. Dudes got stabbed. A night where I was battling. Another night, this dude grabbed my dude's wife's behind. He got knocked out.
Yeah,
No, this shit do not end peacefully, man. It is exactly. It's negative energy around all this shit. It's never just straight up like honest sparring. It's never that. This shit is all niggas always gotta go fucking personal, and they always gotta dig too fucking deep, and it always goes fucking left.
yeah,
Always. Cause most
yeah,
people they are not built for that shit. They
yeah.
aren't
I'd
built for
rather
the
be J
insults.
Cole. I'd rather be J Cole right now than any of
A
these niggas.
1000% I'd rather be J. Cole.
Yep.
Said what he had to say, got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, I'd rather be J Cole. I wouldn't want to
50
be.
and Ja 50 and Ja
Yeah,
Rule. That shit was
forever.
bloodshed.
It's forever up. It's forever up.
That shit was bloodshed.
I don't think that Jay and Nas really rock with each other.
Man, they don't. They
I don't
don't.
think they like each other
Jay-Z,
at all.
Jay-Z still to this day will anytime Nas drop, Jay-Z is trying to one up him. After they supposedly settled the beef and got on the same label, was on the same terms, was cool, did Black Republicans together.
Yep.
Even after that, to this day, Jay-Z still holds a grudge with Nas because he got smoked and he can't handle it.
Yeah, I think that it's always gonna be up. 100%.
Always.
100%.
Always.
And is that's just the way it go.
Yeah, and when you and
Men
honestly,
don't end wars peacefully, bro. We be forever because we never
facts.
forget.
Facts. Facts. And also you gotta also remember this. It's not just Drake and Kendrick anymore. It's the camps. It's OVO, it's
Yeah,
TDE, it's
yeah,
West Coast, it's Canada. Some of these people, they don't have fucking talent.
yep,
They talent don't speak for them. What they gonna do? They gonna grab guns.
yeah. They
They don't
shooters.
have fucking talent.
Yeah, they shooters. Hey,
Yeah.
hold on one second. I wanna drop down. I'm gonna get up off of this. I'm gonna bring King Spark in here real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me make sure I get y'all all together. Yeah, y'all can keep talking. I'm just gonna.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
I
Drake's
think one
back.
point
Drake.
that
Man, this is cap,
I
man.
think
Go ahead, Dan. My
I think
fault.
one point that like kind of brought up is like I was thinking of is like saying that it's the culture and everything. I think the beef was just the bubbling up of things that were happening in the in the background. I think this all was like a set of things that was just bubbling up in the background, and I don't know. I guess I just don't know what the fix is for it because then it's just like saying completely wipe off our like the an art form because at the end of the day niggas gonna be niggas.
Well,
What up?
well,
What up, King Spark?
what's
What's
happening,
up,
homie?
G? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good. What's the word, big dog?
Man, this shit is a tragedy, dog.
Why you say that?
Because, man, I used to do security for some artists and whatnot, and this dude done got shot working for fucking Drake. You understand what that means?
Mm,
This dude, when you take your security job, Drake would have been my damn dream job. You ain't supposed to be doing that, but keeping women away from clawing him or some shit like that, and
yeah,
maybe break up a fist fight somewhere. You're not supposed to catch one in the chest for Drake.
yeah,
Like, what are we doing?
yeah.
Like,
It
this shit
is.
is
It is.
crazy.
When you break it down from that lens, that do make sense, bro.
Like, that
That's
shit is
facts, though.
super duper wild to me. You know what I mean? And if it's some real gangster rap niggas that getting in they shit and they live that life and that's what it is, then let it be what it's gonna be. But Drake?
No, I mean, but I mean, it's all the same though, because you got to remember, bro. Y'all don't know if y'all remember, and we sweep a lot of this shit under the rug. It's a lot of people that died and a lot of people that got it. Listen, Dolph, um, him down in Memphis. That's one. You also got to take into consideration what happened with Young Thug and Wayne. People forget about Wayne's bus getting shot up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Man,
listen. All of these different feuds and stuff, Jeezy and Gucci.
yeah.
It's a lot of this shit that just be jumping off, and this junk is not. It ain't never. I ain't never seen it. Maybe except for the '80s or some shit, but I ain't never seen it just be cool. After the '90s, it
Don't
was up on everything.
don't forget Clifton came to Ohio trying to be big bad flexer. Threw some money on somebody in Cincinnati. Threw money on him. They chase him on the highway. Get his whole van shot up. His best friend gets smoked.
Yeah.
Ti Ti.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it
Yeah.
seemed like
Shit.
we must not got no hope because if the rich niggas is trying to kill each other, what do we get money for? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah. That's true.
You wait to get
Facts.
$100 million and then beef with a nigga. If I got $100 million
Facts.
and you got a problem with me for real,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna disappear, dog.
And most
You'll never
important,
hear from me again. I'll be
most
gone with
important,
my $100 million some goddamn where.
most
Like,
important. Oh my bad. Go ahead. But most important,
nah, go ahead, go ahead.
I'm gonna say most importantly, most of these people don't even own their masters or own their shit. So when they die,
Woo!
they ain't leaving shit.
Facts. Facts. That's crazy. That's the crazy part. Also, man, somebody said something. Drake's last two beefs did not end peacefully. It took Jay Prince to step in and
3.
tell
What
him
was it?
to stop rapping about Pusha T before the shit go left. That's not true. It took a mediator from the outside to step in because the shit was when Pusha T was about to go left.
And
That's
listen, I'm
not
gonna tell
true.
you, Pusha T is not hard to find either. That dude is.
Exactly.
I ran into him by luck, by happenstance when I was in Virginia. I just so happened to be in the same building as the dude, and he was standing outside, and he was by himself on the phone, and he was, he had the Maybach truck and all of that, and his studio just so happened to be right there, next to the spot that we was shooting out of, because I was down there with my man's Bricks, and I had to wind up doing another podcast, and I was like, and I was just looking like, damn, this shit don't seem that safe. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these guys,
So
man, it's hard to find. They not hard to get at. And it's unfortunate, bro. Like, we can't just get money. It's all gonna be competitive. Everything that you do is competitive. You can open up a store or a restaurant across the street from a nigga that got another restaurant. It's gonna be competitive. But we always take that shit to the 10th, bro. Like,
facts.
it's up. It's up on everything. If you got a problem with a dude, that's why a lot of times I just be like, oh, you know what, you got it, fam. It's already know that it don't end. It's never gonna end. I'll be like, you got it, fam. And even some people where I'll be like, yeah, you got it, bro, no big deal. Them niggas still be talking shit. They still be talking shit. As
Facts.
content creators, niggas be beefing.
Or prime example, in time when you used to have Fight Club running and people used to get into it and
Yeah,
they
I used to
probably
come up on the panel and I wake up in the middle. Niggas be my phone going crazy. Ding, 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 all through the night. I wake up, I jump off. Anton, you gotta stop this shit. Niggas talking about pulling up on each other because they got a disagreement on the internet.
Nah, you
That's
need to you
facts.
need to put Ty, you need to
What?
put some money into a celebrity
I know
boxing
I
venue,
started to do
dog.
that shit, but then I realized that I
For
started
everybody
because
talking that
if I
shit,
did that,
just
I
get him
had
the
came
E
up with that
contract.
idea.
Like, yo, you gotta smack that nigga, dog. Y'all talking? Sign
but
your
you
E contract. Pull up. You got
You
you
Bro,
can't
got
do that
six
because
weeks to
Drake gonna
get
steal
right.
your
listen.
money.
You know what the problem with that is though? Is that you set that shit up and it go the same way as when you meet a nigga at the club or y'all have a rap battle. One
It's still
side get
shit agenda.
mad, or maybe somebody get the best of somebody and that shit go left. Cause you still
Yeah,
can't control what they do after they
you right.
leave.
Facts.
You
That's where
right.
the
but they,
problem is at.
but also too when he did do that, people weren't really a lot of people weren't really about that. It was just for show.
Who?
But that's the problem, though, man. Like the whole generation so pussyfied, dog. It's like we used to punch each other in the face and be playing basketball the next day,
Yeah,
like
that's
for
true.
real,
But
like
that's because we actually
for
knew each
real.
other though. But we knew each
That
other though.
yeah, but that's how we. I mean, it just be like that. You could just take a L. I
Yeah,
got scars. I got scars here. I got scar here. Like you could just take a L.
yeah,
That's it. But nowadays, it's like that shit don't even exist no more. Niggas ain't even fighting at all.
yeah.
We just in a different
But you
time, bro.
can't fight no more because everybody's strapped though.